Hi guys, I'm Styx, audio video production. Today I want to present you this Poly FX 𝙎𝙤 or Beebo, doesn't matter, because 𝙎𝙤 and Beebo are two kind of firmware. Basically you can switch between 𝙎𝙤 and Beebo in just a click. Okay, before jump into the review, please subscribe to my channel if you like this type of content. Be sure always to activate the bell notification to get all my updates. Follow me also on Instagram, where I'll be very fast to post maybe some unboxing as soon as I receive maybe a goodies from a company. But without more further ado, let's get started with the review. So this is the Poly FX. It's a digital effects, and it's very light because there is nothing inside. It's digital, okay? And in my opinion, this is the best pedal for guitars presented at NAMM 2020. Obviously regarding the wet pedals, okay? I met Loki, which is the founder of Poly FX, and I tried the pedal at the NAMM 2020 and it was basically mind-blowing. I fell in love immediately. And let me show you how it sounds and how to create your presets. It's very fast, it's so intuitive. There is this huge touch screen. It's all touch screen. Basically you can do all with the touch screen. You have 3 main switches and 2 main knobs. But let me explain you how to use this Poly FX. So these 3 switches are without click. You can only press and you can assign some parameter if you want. The switch on your right is called C, and this is for the bypass of your unit. So if I press, you can see that it's written bypassed in gray color. I can engage again the pedal. The switch A and B are mainly for control some parameter that you can assign inside the pedal. These 2 large knobs are rotary knobs without click, very smooth, and allows you to adjust maybe some parameter. The right button is for larger range, while the left rotary knob is to get more fine adjustments, okay? Speaking about connection, you can see on the back of the unit we have 4 inputs and outputs, but are stereo. So the 1 and 2 input and the 3 and 4 inputs are stereo, of course, and the same for the outputs. We have 1 and 2 outputs and 3 and 4 outputs. Then we have the MIDI with the very tiny TRS cable, so very tiny cable, not the large MIDI plug. Then we can see an USB port, allows you basically to update the firmware. The firmware is released constantly, because if you have some problem you can write to Loki and Loki will release a new firmware to fix the bugs. It's amazing. The support is amazing. Then you have the main power cable. So these presets you have listened in the intro. It's really strange, but I really like. This preset is made by me. As you can see, Mad Stop Stretch, I call it like this. You can see the routing with the cable in blue. From the input, from the 1 input in this case, the number 1, I go to my turntable stop. So is this effect that I've shown in the beginning. You can also control this turntable with the foot switch A that you can see here. I can also move it, you can see here. And this is the foot switch A. As you can see, it's controlled by this foot switch. Then from the turntable I go to my stereo reverb, and parallelly I go also to my thumb stretch. All these 2 units goes to my output 1 and output 2. I did these presets mainly for studio purpose, not for live as I'm using right now, because in the studio purpose you can use stereo routing with your patch bay and you can listen a real stereo. In this case I have cut my cabinet David Laboga Vintage 30 and 𝙬𝙤𝙢𝙬 with two different microphones to get just a little bit of stereo, but of course the cable is in mono, so you will have only mono sound, okay? By the way, the routing is as follows. My BC Rich Mockingbird Pro X with EMG pickups and Floyd Rose goes directly to my Driftwood Purple Nightmare amp head. Then from the Driftwood Purple Nightmare I go directly to my David Laboga cabinet with Vintage 30 and 𝙬𝙤𝙢𝙬 speakers, mic'd with a Roswell K47 for the Vintage 30, and then with a Loden Audio LS208 for the 𝙬𝙤𝙢𝙬. The poly effect is route to the send a return FX loop of the amplifier. Okay, so let me introduce the interface. As you can see, on the left you have all the output, on the right all the input. Inside there is the module that you can add, you can delete, you can manage the module clicking on the module, and you can see the various parameters depending on the type of module. For example, for the stereo reverb you can see analog reverb device, digital reverb device, real space. For example, clicking on analog reverb we can see different real devices. I can change EMT, I can search something, click, and it's load right now. I can go back. You can listen and the stereo is completely different. Too much maybe, I can go inside and lower the gain of the reverb. Without the pedal, this is my clean amp. Wonderful. And you can listen this strange effect, the time stretch. Okay? Going inside you can see a lot of parameters that you can manage. You can control with your foot switch, and you can also control with your MIDI device. As you can see, the symbol of the MIDI, if I press, it starts blinking. I don't know if you can see because it's yellow. Maybe I can try with the red one. Okay, you can see it is blinking, so you can assign with your external MIDI device. I don't have it right now, so I can go to the time stretch. Let me change the pitch. As you can listen, there is a pitch. 12 pitch is an octave. I can go lower, I can go upper, so if I want to go again to 12, maybe I just want to go to 12.5, but with the slider you cannot, it's impossible because it 1:1. It is 1:1, so you can use these two knobs. If you use the right knob, you can see that the parameter is moving with a large range, but if you move the left knob, as you can see, you can do very tiny adjustments, okay? And you can go, for example, for 12.5, okay? It will be strange, of course. Because it's not an octave, and I can go again 12. You have the filter to get darker or brighter sound. The spread to get more mono. Okay, there is more. The blending, diffusion, okay, you have a lot of parameters. On the left of this visualization, you can see different kind of controls. Of course, I can bypass or make again on this time stretch. I can assign maybe different source. I can also delete. I can freeze. So you can do a lot of things. For example, let me show you how to create a preset. Okay, so let's go to the folder, load a presets or empty presets. Okay, we have an empty preset. So if I play right now, there is nothing because there are no any routing connection because my pedal is on. If I bypass my pedal, okay, I have my DI, which is my amplifier. If I engage the pedal, I can add a module with the plus. I can choose an effects. You can see a lot of effects, every kind of effects, maybe a delay, which is simple to show you. Okay, and here is the delay, but there is no any connection. So from the in to delay, I want to make a sort of cable. How can I do that? Simply click in, and as you can see, it's written now tap the module you want to connect to. So I click the delay, and here is my cable. Again, from delay to the output one. Okay, very, very simple. I can move my delay. Now I should listen some delay. Of course, you are listening only the effect part. As you can see, you can listen the sound after a sort of time, because there is no the DI anymore. I have to go from in to out, okay? And now I created also my DI. Okay, now it's working. Now I can go to my delay and I can adjust maybe the feedback, maybe the time. 40 seconds is too much, so I can lower, move. You can go up to 64 seconds, which is mind-blowing. I can go maybe half of a second. You can also work with beats. The tone darker. I can also engage maybe this channel. Wonderful. Without the pedal. Okay, let me show you maybe another kind of presets I've made. You can see here a lot of presets, and I have on mine folder my preset. Okay, so I can show you, I made here the Madplexi cab, but this is for a studio purpose, because in this way I'm using my cabinet, the David Laboga, and here there is also a mono cabinet, so will not sound very good. I can show you the Mad Tunnel delay. Okay, okay, now it's ready. There is 2 VCA, which is basically only to get lower volume. Okay, now it's bypassed. Okay, I can go on VCA and lower the volume, because for me it's too much. Also here, can go. Okay, now the delay is too high, so the level, I can lower the level. I can go on stereo reverb and lower the gain. I want to lower a bit the delay level. Okay, this is the effect. It's very strange. Okay, I made a preset. As you can see, there is two VCA, a delay, and a stereo reverb, which right now you are not listening a stereo reverb as I told you before. And with the foot switch A, you can use for the tap tempo. Now I want to show you how to change the firmware. You go to Settings, change to Beebo. Now it's changing, it's loading a strange reverb. As you can see, here is written Beebo, while on the previous there was digit. So now I am on the Beebo pedal firmware, and as you can see, you can load different kind of modules. There is a flanger, there is a chorus. So depending on which kind of presets you want to use in a sort of song, you can choose between different firmware and different presets present in different firmware. Okay? Harmonic tremolo. O is lower with the foot switch. Okay, the foot switch is the tap tempo. Okay guys, this is the Poly Effects. In my opinion, it's a wonderful pedal. You can do basically everything you want. You have the link in the description to know more about this Poly Effects Beebo Digit as you want. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, leave a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye!